All right, made it back just in time, and we'll go ahead and get into it. Would on hit Varus be best for scaling? Yeah, yeah, probably. If you can stay and keep autoing. Lethality Varus. I'll be real with you. I hate lethality Varus. I think that shit is garbage. Like the degree to which you have to stomp to make that build good is just not. Like I'm just really not a fan. Hold on. UON. UON. Okay, there we go. Okay, now so I guess it's just UN now. There's no O.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
You think you have to stomp pretty hard this game? I mean, maybe. I think. Well, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see.
Minions have spawned.
I wonder if Jax can beat Alawi 1v1 later on. Alawi does have exhaust instead of TP. I do like that call. Being able to mitigate some of that burst and survive and heal up is very important. So I like foregoing the TP there in favor of exhaust. Okay. And of course we got Rogue Otters here with the only Taric skin that anyone ever uses. This is an interesting clear by Amumu here. He started blue, and then he's going to Wolves, and now he's going to go to Gromp. This is a very strange clear. Is he going to invade? That has to be the plan, right? He's going to invade topside after this? There's no way that that's not what he's doing, right? Bro, moment 64. Welcome, Bernie. Or Bromo at 47. What did I say? Bromo at 64? Got Nintendo in my brain, apparently. But yeah, this has to be an invade. No, he's not. He's just. All right, someone give Hernandez teaches the jungle clear guide. Oh my goodness, that's what wastes so much time. Although maybe he's only coming mid because mid's getting ganked. I don't know. They're gonna. Oh, nice counter gank here by Amumu. And he already used her flash, so. Oh, I don't think he's gonna be able to secure the kill though. Sejuani's gonna fight him off. Oh! Barely gets him with the final tick of damage. Okay, I mean it worked out. His strange jungle clear kind of just put him in the right place at the right time. Okay. I mean sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, right? Oh my goodness! Just the tip, and that's gonna be another kill for the Aurora. My goodness. I can't believe that hit, to be honest. That was so far. But huge early lead here for the Aurora. And Aurora's a scary champion to give up a lead to. That champion snowballs so hard. I look forward to Caress Kled top. What do you think we should pick against Kled, Bernie? What do you like? He likes Yasuo or Yone. I mean, those are both good choices. Well, not against Kled. I wouldn't pick either of them against Kled. Yone's probably okay. Yasuo, I just definitely would not pick against Kled. But shh, it's a secret? Okay. Fair enough. We don't want to give away classic. Ooh, nice juke there by Nico. Tries to juke the Terrace, unfortunately, but that ends up just getting hit. She does the backwards juke, which, I mean, it evades them a little bit, but there are some diminishing returns on that juke, but he's actually going to get away with it. That is incredible. Okay, nice job by Varus tagging the second Amumu Q there to help Nico escape. That was interesting, but I guess it worked. Jack's kind of getting beat up here by this Alawi. I guess he's probably afraid of all in the Alawi because of that exhaust. So that is a big advantage of taking that combat summoner in the top lane, is that even if you don't use it, it's like a deterrent, right? I'm banning Yasuo and Yo, so that way if you lose, at least Birdie didn't have fun. I mean, that's a good strat. I'm not gonna lie, that's a good strat. You gonna leave Morgana open though, or is that ban number 3? I'm gonna get a solo kill here for Caress. No, not quite enough damage. Yes, you can have Morgana. You crazy, bro. Leave the scout captain open. No wonder team even plays Morgana. Why would they ban it? Yeah, never mind. You're right. You're right. Nobody on the team plays Morgana. Bad champ, to be honest. Eric will play Morgana. There you go. Eric's gonna break up the Morgana jungle just to make sure I don't play it. Smart. And CR gonna go ahead and just grab this dragon here while the enemy bot lane is resetting. So far, that Tarek bot really has not gotten punished at all. He's doing just fine. How much did Slamurai pay commissioners to get Bernie moved to 5.5? Yeah, I don't get that one either. I thought he played really well last season, but his cost went down. So, very strange. I mean, I play like shit. That's why my cost went down. I don't know why his went down. I think a lot of longtime players had their costs go down. I remember too the sub 30% win rate. That's just because you don't play ranked, bro. Nice solo kill here by the Alawi. Yeah, the pressure event, the poke eventually gets to Jackson. He goes down. Plat 1. No. Eric, you got masters on Flex Q, bro. The jig is up on you being undercosted. Everyone knows the secret is out. Is Emerald 1 in the last 7 seasons? Yeah, because you don't play ranked, bro. You're fucking sandbagging by not playing ranked. I think Stone G should cost 6.5. Ooh, that'd be hard to afford him for sure. Ooh, nice gank here on Annie. She does have flash, but I don't think she's gonna be get it off. And no, she won't. She will go down. People get gifter kills because they hate getting hit by the spirit every 50 seconds, so they just lose their mind and jump in on her. Yeah, kinda. I know that I really wish she still had that mechanic where if you do damage to her, the spirit ends sooner. Because, like, I get why they removed it. They're like, oh, it makes it seem like fighting her when it's up is the correct option when it's not. But there are times where that would be really fucking helpful. If I could just hit her, if I could smack her a bit and knock the thing off. I hate that my only option now is to retreat. It's bullshit. And yeah, good job by Annie to hold her flash. She's 100% dead. Don't waste it. And Alawi's doing Alawi things in the top lane, but they finally get enough damage to bring him down. That champ's crazy. Almost 1v3s with no ult. That is nutty. This is why I'll never feel bad for Alawi players, by the way. Because, like, no matter how bad this champ is objectively, playing against it is fucking terrible. Like, it's so stupid. Like, it's just, no. I don't care. Let that champ rot in hell. It's garbage. It's a garbage design. It's basically like just tankier Heimerdinger, but at least Heimerdinger pushes it to has to push the lane because of his turrets. But allowing it to freeze and you can go fuck yourself. So anyway, that concludes my rant. Ooh, nice ult, nice gank over the wall. But actually, I think it was fine. No follow-up. Like, he could have just walked away. Or maybe even stunned him under tower, but Alawi, tankier Heimerdinger. I mean, that's basically what she is, right? She's tankier Heimerdinger. Whoa. There we go. I didn't mean to move my map. How did I even do that? Yeah, whatever. Varus is going to get caught out here. He does have both sums. He's going to have to flash. Okay. Amu was dead if Annie didn't just throw her something like it happened. Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that. Like, if Annie just stunned him on her tower. They're going for another gank here on him. That, I mean, the 3-man is enough to take down the Alawi. She's not that tanky yet. So, there you go. Use that fed Aurora to pressure the map. I like it. I like it a lot. It's well done. 5-0 start for Aurora. Going for the Malignants first. I don't mind it. I believe in a vacuum, I think Ludens is better, but I think with a team comp, a big AoE team comp, Malignants probably has higher value, so I'm good with it. Did get his Dark Seal. Very good for him. Always remember your Dark Seal if you're an AP mid laner. The upside is just that high. Ooh, is Jax able to escape here? He has Flash. No, he hops to hold it. He does go down. I've never seen him get 5 kills in my games. Clearly, it's a jungle diff problem. Amumu's just been helping him out, and you're just kind of like, yeah, whatever, Crest farm, I don't give a shit. Yeah, imagine if Amumu had a Dark Seal or 2. He could have like another 4. He could have like another 30-something AP right now, but alas. Nice roam here by Andy to shut down this dive, and all 4 members of CR die. So that was a self-inflicted gunshot wound. My goodness, that's gonna put a lot of. All right, hold on. We gotta see this. How did this play go so bad? What happened? Like, it wasn't like Annie roamed over, but it wasn't just that, right? Something bad. They must have messed up the dive somehow. So let's go ahead and see it. What exactly happened that made this play such a disaster? Because, like, yeah, they're here before Annie. Okay. And they kind of catch him out here, but it's it's Nico. Hold on, wait. Was she disguised as a minion sneaking into lane? Hold on, I'm so confused. Oh, it's I see. Okay. Her icon doesn't appear when she's a minion in Spectator. Yeah, so actually, they knew it was her. They went for it, but they couldn't finish her in time. And then Moog gets kind of caught out, and then they're just tanking the tower. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. She missed. Moog would have one-shot her if he smited her, indeed. Or if he had a Dark Seal. Yeah, tough. Tough. Huge play for 6v right there. Admittedly, making the best of a bad situation for sure. Rip Dark Seal stacks. Yep. And Alawi continuing her dominance back in the top line now that she's no longer getting 3-man. Yeah. I think Jax is kind of getting fisted up here right now. I don't know. I don't think there's really a way out of it anytime soon. So that's tough. Honestly, as crazy as it sounds, I probably would have considered swapping lanes before going into the game and have Aurora face Alawi. That just feels so much more manageable. Are we actually, hold on, are we allowed to do that in Beer League? Are we allowed to swap roles before loading?
Thank you, Hernandez.
Is that a thing?
Glad you enjoy it.
I don't see why not. I mean, I don't either, but you know, I'm just asking just to be sure before I try it in a Beer League game and get told I'm not allowed to do that, you know? Like, before you could, because, like, Roll Quest didn't exist, but now the Roll Quest is a thing. Like, you have to... Actually can't? No, you can't, right? Because you can't do it by surprise, because you have to pick your Roll Quest before the actual draft starts. And your opponent will see that, so you'll know you're switching. Okay, so maybe that... I mean, you could probably... It might still be worth doing even if they see it, but... okay, that's interesting. That's kind of a weird quirk of... You pick your role quest in game? No, you don't. You pick it in the lobby. You pick it in the lobby before the draft starts. Unless there's another choice at the start of the game. Yeah, because I've been here in the lobbies. You see the players; they pick their role, so that they're queuing up for. I assumed it was in game too, but is it in game only in practice tool? Maybe. Yeah, in custom games they pick before the champ select even starts. So I guess if you decided you wanted to switch, you would have to switch before the actual in-game draft after the draft your role draft. And meanwhile, I'm babbling way too much while actual game things are happening. So let's go ahead and see here. Pretty nice on Amumu ulti, but Aurora's going to come in and do lots of damage. Equal's coming in, he's going to stall him by time, but Amumu will go down. Tarek popping the ulti. Nope, is going to go down before the ulti goes out. Now they're running down. They're going to land the stun there on Aurora. Is she going to be able to escape? Well, she's going to be able to kill, but she's going to kill Nico on the way out. Yeah, that's interesting, the whole thing with role quests. It's like, you could lane swap, but you have to show that you're doing it before the game loads in, which probably... Plus, if you lane swap, do you give your opponent the chance to lane swap as well before starting the lobby? Oh my god, that might get way too fucking complicated. We might have to have a meeting about that with the commissioners and figure out how we're going to handle that. Because, like, if I see you lane swapping, am I allowed to lane swap in response before we start the game? And if I lane swap in response, are you allowed to lane swap back? And if we don't show lane swap, are we allowed to just trade champions and do lane swap that way? Like, I don't know. That's kind of wild. We might have to have a discussion about that and figure out what the rules on that should be, because it could get messy if it comes up and we don't know what we're doing. So, but yeah, it's looking like a pretty rough game here for CR. This Allow is kind of unstoppable despite all those ganks. And you know the Aurora's fed, but she can't 1v5 this game. I'd assume you would normally lane swap before a draft. Once you start draft on the website, it's locked in anyway. I mean, maybe that's the rule. Like, you have to declare your role before before the draft is done and just stick with it. Maybe, I mean, that's the only sensible way to do that, right? Like, before the actual, like, draft in draft role. I can't do, like, we do the draft and then before we get into the client draft, we switch roles. Like, that opens up a whole can of worms, which we don't want. Nice catch out here by Nico and Annie, and this is going to be very ugly here for CR, and yep, they're all going to end up going down. I mean, yeah, if you could lane swap by picking a quest at the beginning of the game, that would solve the problem, but that's not how it works. It starts in the lobby, so that makes things interesting. I guess if you were doing the draft in-game from the beginning, it wouldn't matter, right? Because you just have to go with what you have, but because we're doing 2 drafts, you can't change who's going where after you do the draft just because of the fact that we're doing 2 drafts. So yeah, I guess you just have to declare beforehand. Oh. All right. I mean, you could probably still swap champions though if you really wanted to. That would be different, but I don't know if that would be worth it. Blind Jax is a choice. Yeah, I thought that at the time, and that would be, yeah. It seems like it was a bad decision. Actually, are we allowed to swap like after, like if let's say we like draft Yasuo and Yone together, can we decide after the fact like who's picking it? Like, are we allowed to do that? Is that part of the rules? I assume we can, right? We decide who's playing which one. I assume you can. That would be weird if you couldn't, but I guess that's how you would have to lane swap, is you'd have to switch champions, not switch lanes. So, anyway, sorry, I'm ranting a lot about stuff that isn't the game because the game is very one-sided, but, you know, whatever. But yeah, the Jax pick against an Alawi player, the known Alawi player, was it's not looking good. It's not looking good for CR right now.
You got the wrong Nico.
So which one's the real Nico? This one's the real Sejuani, and that one's Nico. Okay. You can tell because the Nico has her abilities even here, even when she's transformed. Fight's gonna go in. Actually, looking decent here for CR so far. They don't have Aurora here. Are they able to get in there? They do take down Varus, but Tarek's gonna go down. No, Tarek to use, and now I think CR just has to try to bail with their kill. No, Jax apparently disagrees. He's continuing to go. I mean, this Jax will have value eventually, but for right now, it's really sad. It's really sad. And yeah, at least they did send the Aurora to match the Alawi, which is the right call, I think, if you have to, because Jax clearly cannot stop her in any meaningful capacity, whereas at least Aurora can just blast the wave. So, you know, that will last for now until Alawi gets Hullbreaker or Baron. But it's unfortunate that you need your Fen member to stop the split pusher, but I mean, maybe Xayah could do it. Maybe she does have a lot of AoE. She might be able to hold side lane against Alawi and have Aurora group with the team. That would probably be better if it's possible, if it works. Took me out of cash trying to understand it. Yeah, right? My goodness. I'll have a chat with the, I don't know if any of the commissioners are watching right now, but I'll message them after on to talk about the whole lane swapping thing, because I think that it is an interesting thing to think about. And it could create some issues if we don't figure it out beforehand, so talk to them about it and see what they think. What is the question? The question is whether or not you can do the draft in Drafter LOL and then lane swap in the actual in-game draft in order to avoid like a bad matchup, because you have to pick your role quest before the in-game draft. So like, are you allowed to swap at that point? That's the question. And if they are, is the other team allowed to swap in response? And where does the buck end on that whole scenario? That was what we were talking about. And how is this series still going on? Indeed, this is a very long stream. Flexing has always been allowed for roster players, so I assume you can swap freely. Well, I'm not talking about like flexing. Like, I'm talking about like, oh, I picked top lane. And the problem is that the problem is created by the fact that you have to declare your role before the draft in the client, in the custom game. Ooh, and Aurora actually gets solo killed there. And Amuma's gonna go ahead and get caught here as well. And yeah, that'll allow, he's gonna do Alawi things over here. My god, she's so strong. Well, hold on. We're about to find out if she needs to do damage to heal. Hold on. Pause. Okay. Why are we ulting at 1 HP? We need to find out. We need to find out if it works the way I think it does. So let's go ahead and UOU. Okay, so let's go ahead and slow this down. Sorry, I'm very self-indulgent here. I don't care. I'm doing it. Okay, so the ults come out, and the Tarek ult's coming in. Okay, so the Tarek ult is now on. Do these tentacle slams heal her? Yeah, they do. Okay, so question answered. Yes, they don't need to do damage. Yeah, the other team also swaps the counter. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, if you decided once you got into game, the problem would be solved, right? But since you choose in the lobby and your opponent sees it, that's the issue. So yeah, so that's the issue there, because of just how the role select works with custom lobbies. I don't think it's going to happen even one time. I mean, we're kind of talking about it this game, right? Because we were like, Aurora would be a way better matchup into Alawi, you know? And it was just like, and it just kind of, it's simple, no? As soon as draft is started, no changes. I mean, that's probably the smart way to do it, is that once you start the drafter lull, you're locked in with the roles that the champions are going, but you could theoretically swap the players if you wanted to. Or you could swap the you could swap the champs. So, like, you could have had Smet play Aurora and Caress play Jax if you really wanted to, I guess. But I don't know how many situations that would come up where both, because you need both players to play both champs and both champs to be viable in both lanes, right? So there's not a lot of scenarios where that's going to occur, I think. The best example we were talking about is probably like Yasuo and Yone, you know? But, I don't know. I plan to message the commissioners about it. We'll see what they say. Because it is interesting. And about it, I know I'm barely even talking about the game here. 8k gold lead here, 7k gold lead here for 6v. The allow is basically completely unstoppable. And yeah, I think that's going to remain that way for the foreseeable future until these Rays carries scale. Tyra, we can talk about it later. Yeah, not right now. Not right now. I meant later. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I definitely don't mean right now. It's fucking late for sure. It's over. It's past midnight on the East Coast. So yeah, that's why I figure we need to bring this up before this actually happens in a game and we have to decide. You know. I know that baseball basically had this this issue at one point because baseball has switch hitters, right? And they will choose which side to bat from based on which arm the pitcher uses, right? And normally that's been fine forever because pitchers only throw with one arm. But at one point there was one guy who pitched with both arms, right? And he could choose which one he threw with. And when he would go up against a batter that would also bat from both sides, depending on which arm he was using, it created this pissing match where they both just kept switching back and forth of which side they were going to use. And it was this total clusterfuck, which was hilarious. But it's basically that scenario here. But anyway, nice engage here on the Jax, able to escape. Aurora, again, just kind of on Alawi split pushing duty, but she might not be able to at this point. Alawi's so big. She'll be able to just brute force away. I can't wait to send Slammy top for a little surprise. That would be something. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I mean, what's more likely is we pick two champions that we both play and then figure out where we're going once the draft is over, but could be interesting. We could lane swap too, I suppose. I mean, I do play top lane, you know, it's not, I'm not going to run it down, probably. I can't wait to see Bernie mid, that'd be fun. Yeah, they're trying their best to contest Baron here, but they're too far behind. Zaya's nowhere near online yet, doesn't even have her second item. Whereas Varus is sitting on 3 already, so... Yeah, the Aurora got a nice lead here, but it's just not enough. Yeah, I think the rest of this game's probably going to be a formality, but who knows? Sometimes weird things happen in Beer League. We'll see. Yeah, I'll about the whole lane swap thing. I'll put a post in the what is it? We have like that little forum area that we sometimes use. I'll make a post about it there a bit after the stream, and we'll figure it out with the commissioners, see what they want to do later on. But right now, we'll go ahead and finish this game here, and then I'll get to shut the hell up because I'm tired. My throat hurts. Whew. Sending 3 to stop Alawi is going to be, they're going to send 5 to stop Alawi. Is it going to be enough? I mean, 5 will be enough, right? There's no way she would genuinely 1v5s this. Okay, Okay, so she's killed 2 so far. Okay, so she goes 2 for 1 in the 1v5. So Alawi might be a little strong. Why does my throat hurt? I've been yapping like a motherfucker for 3 hours, dude. Yeah, the game's looking kind of rough when you can 5v1 the Alawi, she still kills 2 of you. It's not great. It's not great. They're going to just try for this. Is Dragon Soul here. As I said, they're going to try for the steal. And Muma's going to go around the back. That's interesting. And he's going to go in. He's going to try to burst and get alone for steal, and he does. He does steal the dragon. So no Dragon Soul for 6v yet, but they're going to have to run for their lives after that, try to escape. And I don't think they're going to be able to. At least not Aurora, unless Tarek pulls off an amazing rescue. I don't think it's going to happen. Well, Jax is TPing in here, which is a bad idea, but here he goes. And yeah, Jax is going to try to turn around and go for Nico, but has to bail once he realizes he can't tell which one is which. And yeah, Jax is just nowhere near tanky enough to do that, so he's going to go down. I don't know if they're going to be able to hold off the Baron push. It was a very good steal by Amumu, but it may be in vain, unfortunately. I don't think they can stop this push. But we'll see. Okay, huge Amumu ulti. I mean, yeah, if the game were closer, that would be a huge play, but I think they're just too far behind. That's tough. Yeah, that will indeed be it. So, finally, this series is over. My goodness. Hit the Nexus, not the Vlad! Yeah, but I remember that. I remember that clip. It's a fucking classic.
Alrighty. Thank you, Slamride Jack, for all the excitement that you always bring to the Beer League. For everyone else, welcome. Thanks for joining us on the inaugural. That's a big word for me. Week 1 of the match of the week. We've got Caffeine and Kolach Enjoyers going up against the Imperial Legion. Our sponsor for tonight is Miller Lite, obviously, because it is the Light League. So as my League of Legends is opening up, let's take a quick gander at the players that we've got today. So that's the wrong scene. It is the better League, Duba. I 100% agree with that. In the top lane, we've got Lynch Draco taking on weak side Spesha. For some reason, he couldn't fit an L in his name. It's a little bit disappointing. Lynch Draco plays some Garen, some Set, Darius, and some Tom Kench. So we'll see if he gets unbenched this week. And the weak side plays Urgot, Darius as well, Yorick, and Ornn. So this guy really enjoys split pushing and being a complete piece of work. I know nothing about him. But also Lynch Draco just split pushes and never, ever leaves top lane. In the jungle, JWM moving over, role swapping. He's mainly played top lane, and I think some ADC, maybe support. I don't know. He plays a whole bunch of random stuff. So he'll be playing some Jace, Maokai, Shen, and Volibear in the jungle, potentially this season. And a better jungler from a quick op.gg search is a very big Diana one-trick with some Gwen and Belveth mixed in, and then just because everyone plays it, some Amumu as well. In the mid lane, we've got Cake Bromstein taking on Silsei. Don't know how I'm going to pronounce that name. Brom enjoys Ziggs, Fizz, Vigar, Mel. Also look for an Aurelian Soul. Silsei, Ari, Rise, Victor, and Yasuo Enjoyer. So, a little bit different styles, but really excited to see that. In the ADC, we've got Kite taking on Leviathan, something like that. Zeri, Caitlyn, Smolder, and Mel. So Mel could be a nice little flex pick coming in for the side of Cake. And Imperial Squad ADC, play some Kaisa, Jinx, because who doesn't play Jinx in the Beer League, Corki, and Varus. And the supports, Tarkmaster has like 800,000 mastery points on Alistar. I really couldn't find anything else for him. He also enjoys Riftbound. So if you're looking to play some Riftbound in the Beer League, reach out to Tarkmaster. I believe he placed like 666 at the Las Vegas event a few weekends ago. He met Skara, LS, and Robin Songs. So he placed top 50%. I know that much. And then Zarsway plays some nasty Trundle support, so get ready for that. Senna, Nami, and Poppy as well. So we've got some fun stuff headed your way. There's a lot going on, and still a lot that I have to do because I completely forgot to pull up the drafts for these cool kids. So let me do that really quickly. JW, I'm one of the few people to actually use Draftlol this season, and I appreciate it because Draftlol is nice. So on the band sides, they kind of look pretty similar to what we would have expected after seeing all of the top champions, and I'm pretty sure every champion that was covered has also been banned. For the side of Cake, they're going to play Wukong, Kate, Nautilus, so that's a nice little fun bot lane, super duper annoying. Veigar in the mid lane, so Jarvan, Kaisa, good luck running through the cage. Welcome, Human Bane. And then we got Mundo in the top lane for Mr. What's his name? Lynch Draco. For the side of Imperial, we've got Kaisa, Jarvan, Braum, Orianna, and Aatrox. Jarvan, Braum, Aatrox, all great delivery systems for the Orianna Shockwave. And yeah, so it's looking pretty good, looking pretty fun. I just have to pull up match number 1. That's a pretty good rhyme. So you guys should subscribe to the Beer League because you can get rhymes like that all the time. JWM, I need your match history to load. Lynch Draco probably shouldn't talk in third person, but that's just a me thing. Maybe that's a New Hampshire thing where they do that. I don't know. Nice, we got Human Bane to subscribe. Look at that. Peer pressure works, everybody. Whoever says that it doesn't, they're just lying to you. And I mean, that's okay, but Human Bane thinks for the subscription, every subscription goes to help the website not crash. And it goes to potential rewards for the end of the season. So we will see how that all goes. There's no way you save Garen for game 2. That'd be wild. All right, so if I pull back up, oh, I don't want to see that. The draft level. People in the chat, what are we liking here? What other than Nathan? So I guess Duba. You think Cake has this? All right. Hopefully you didn't check the website. Human Bane, what are you thinking? Like, as a mid laner, you want the Orianna? You want the Veigar? What works best here for you? What are you enjoying? I got a message in Discord. No, I didn't. That's fake. All right, did this match load? Yes, it did. All right, let's get into game number 1. No need to wait any longer. And hit play. Do you get paid for each sub? Ooh, I would hope so. Like, that'd be really nice. We were talking about potentially having like a tip stream type of deal, but we're gonna have to wait and see on that. Oh no, this didn't work. Hold on, everybody.
Summoner's Rift.
Oh no.
Minions have spawned.
Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. I goofed up. I didn't realize that my app had to update. So, human being, please send it to your captain, then hopefully your captain will send it to me. Because Team Cake, we've only got a picture from their mid laner. So that's a little bit disappointing. But you know, it happens. It was his birthday, so I'm giving him, you know, a little bit more of a leeway with that. But Lynch Draco, like, he should have sent it. He had plenty of time. Who put Riven for your pick? Probably the guy that's sitting in this chair talking to you. Because he does everything for this beer league. Well, not everything. Not even close to anything, actually. I do some of the media stuff, mainly the overlays and whatnots, but that's just because it's what I enjoy. What ratings do this picks go up to? So, I mean, if you don't send in a picture, your rating goes up by 1 for next season. I've just figured that's the easiest way to get people to be like, oh no, I'll send in my stuff. No, you didn't see JWM. He didn't send anything in either. He made me have to Photoshop stuff. That's very frustrating. I don't like doing that. Make my job easier. Please and thank you. Alright, we're 89% done. With well, Nathan, I tried to use your Discord picture, but it doesn't really work because you've got just green flares flying all over it, and yeah, doesn't work for what I need. All right, we are 99% way there. We are ready. Loading. All right, let's get in the match. Let's see if this actually works for good. And if it doesn't, then we just blame the caffeine and kolache enjoyers. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. No. Okay, well. Fudge. So the match of the week stream. Why
Summoner's Rift.
do I have this? Didn't I do this last time? I swear we did this last time.
Minions have spawned.
Okay. I don't want manual. Give me direct to camera. Alright, both junglers getting some wards down on their sides. I'm sorry about the HUD being below the overlay, but my app that I typically use is not working. So that's really frustrating me. Maybe I can try it again. Create. Nope. Alright, we'll get it to work for game number 2. If not, that's okay. No, Nathan, you can definitely submit it later. And we'll be good there. Oh no, why is this one not playing now? Alright, so, sorry about that. We've got not much going on as of this moment. Both teams just kind of playing their way around the map. No, yet. No. Sorry, Jatios. Wrong teams. Wrong teams. That's okay. Glad you can make it. Got weak side special. The side of red side, IMP, they are new to the beer league this season. So we're going to see how they play as a team. They do have the better jungler, just by the way of the name. Kyo gonna be forced out of Czar Sway. That's a little bit scary. I'm gonna try and do something while this match is going on, so if anything goes poorly, just let me know. Good damage going down in the mid lane. What qualifies as match of the week? So far, matches of the week, we are just trying to get every single team to have a guaranteed game casted. So currently, we're just trying to look for games that might be evenly matched in regards to point value. As the season goes on, though, and as every team is casted, we are going to be seeing a level 4 kill down the bot lane. Side to Cake. Taking it to him nice and quickly. So great job by the Caitlyn and Nihilus to kill that Kaisa. So as the season goes on, we are going to try and have matchups that feature both of the teams that are close to one another in the standings. So we will hope for the best with that, but there are no promises. Trying to go off like playoff implications and all of that. Alright, why is Cake not working how I need it to work? Like, why did I don't have them on loop. That's why. Alrighty. Who got the other kill? Alright, Mundo. Sorry that you died. Weak side special. Sorry that I didn't see it. I was trying to get some team names up there for everyone else to know what's going on exactly. Unfortunately, I was too busy playing Talker's Trials instead of checking out the stream ahead of the time. And we are going to have a jungle dragon take nice and free by better jungler. Bromstein trying to hit it with the W, trying maybe get a Q steal, but Q's not dealing enough damage, and better jungle is going to get the better of that and get his team an Ocean Drake. Alright, Kite on the Caitlyn, getting so much damage down onto the much shorter range Kaisa. The matchup is probably a big pain in the butt, and I hate that as a Kaisa player. Bromstein getting some good damage onto Slicer. Yeah, the matchup's not fun. Kaisa's gonna be forced to flash out another time. Jarvan's coming in, lands the EQ onto Nihilus. Nihilus does have to blow the flash, not sure if he's gonna be able to get away. He does have a nice little level up the shield with his W, but the Cataclysm coming in from Jarvan. Hitting level 6 on a minion there. It's a pretty nice play. Brom's gonna be forced to flash away, so no summoners at all in the bot lane for Imperial. And it looks like the Sharks are swarming down. Vigar's coming over. He's got everything that he could possibly need. He's going to flash. The ultimate wasn't enough damage. Caitlyn doesn't have enough mana for a headshot, but her ace in the hole. Better jungler going to get another kill. But how is Kate going to play this? The auto attacks from Vigar aren't much. Caitlyn, you need to do something, and there we go. Wukong going to be taken down by Kite, and It's looking pretty good if you are a Cake fan, but the game's also 3-3, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Mundo going to be ignited up in the top side. Does have flash in just a matter of moments. He's going to miss that cleaver, but who needs to hit it whenever you've got an Orianna and Aatrox just flashing on your face, and Dr. Mundo sitting at 0-2 to start the game. Not where he wants to be, but I could be wrong. Alright, both junglers making their way toward the grubs. Looks like Jarvan gets there first, so we should be able to get first 1 or 2. Mundo doing a great job interrupting that back. More of a pie guy, huh? It's unfortunate. I mean, pies are good, but like... Oh, great! Great job by Better Jungler. He's going back in there. JWM going to be forced to use his ult to escape. And Veigar with the solo bolo in the mid lane. Never doubt the Bromstein. Somehow JWM made it out alive even with 3 people moving down onto him. Ace in the hold. Gonna find the Kaisa, but it's not gonna be enough damage. But there should be maybe 1 or 2 more turret plates going the way of Caitlyn. Probably just 1. Probably wants to spend some of that bonus gold that she has in her pockets. And it's always nice to just be full mana by the time the other ADC gets back to lane. Alright, Mundo's gonna pop his ultimate as well as the World Ender or Aatrox. Alright, Lynch Draco going back at it. He doesn't care if he's level down. He's going to fight right here and guarantee that kill. Was never in doubt that he was going to miss it. Eric, 29,000. Welcome. Did not know that Cake was your favorite team. Glad to know that they are. Oh yes, Lemrai, your boy Lynch Draco is in the game. Always has been, always will be, forever shall be. For so he is smitten. Well, he's 0-2 so far, Slamurai. So, there's that. Don't ask why the item shop is beneath that other part. It was supposed to work out better, but my other app didn't work. So we're gonna be like this, and we're gonna be happy Jarvan's using the EQ to get out, but then he just jumps right back in onto the Nautilus, but it's not enough as Caitlyn gets a nice little headshot, and then Ace on the hold almost gets a double kill. Bromstein just gonna whiff on that Q. But 5-4, wave Cake. And the blue team gonna get that dragon. First neutral objective that they've gotten all game, so it is going to be pretty nice. Yeah, up top in the top lane, Mundo is pinging MIA all the way. Doesn't know where this Aatrox could be. 3 Giants belts. Pretty interesting. Slamride Jack has thoughts on that, but I will not share them. Oh my goodness, you cannot step on that trap as Kaisa in this bot lane for Imperial Legion is not having a good time at all. Alright, Mundo gonna pop his W, get some pretty good damage down onto this Aatrox. World Ender going to be called in. Wukong's moving up in the lane. JWM going to help out Lynch Draco. Or maybe just scare off that Aatrox. He's actually going to go right on in. Doesn't have his ultimate just yet, but he has fully stacked Conqueror at this moment. And he's going to back off a little bit. He realized he doesn't have a complete item, so he's going to go back in, flash away. His ultimate comes up just in time, and he's able to help Lynch Draco slay that darkened monster. Alright, Lynch Draco getting a few more plates down. So even though he is 0-2, he has gotten more turret plates than the Aatrox. Better jungler, about 20 CS. He is the better jungler, so I would expect that coming from him. JWM gonna meet with the better jungler. Oh, Caitlyn gonna get hit by the Braum ult. Great flash to get away from the Jarvan ulti. Caitlyn gonna kill the Kai'Sa again. Teleport coming in from the Veigar. Has his cage available. Jarvan's gonna have to EQ away. Veigar does have flash. I'm wondering if he's going to use it. He's not going to have to. Instead, he's going to hit the cage. He's going to throw out the ultimate, but it's not going to be enough damage. And Braum is here, but now he's just 6 feet under. It's a little bit unconventional, where Imperial thought that they had the numbers on their side, but Veigar coming down with the teleport is very nice. Let's see if the weak side special can do anything against Lynch Draco in the island right now with everyone else on the other side of the map. But not too much going on there. Kite has a 3,000 gold lead over his opponent in the bot lane. That's a whole lot of gold. Not gonna lie. Where do the free boots go? I don't know. Or where are they at? He doesn't have them. But what he does have is a whole lot of company up in the top lane and a lot of crowd control as well. So the Mundo passive not going to go too hard here. He's going to still try to go wherever he pleases. He does have a flash. He's going to use it just to get a little bit further away. But the Jarvan EQ is going to tag him up. It's going to slow him. And the kill is going to be donated over. As you like to see, Braum didn't even try to steal it. So there we go. Herald should be going the way, but it looks like JWM doesn't want to give it up for free. JWM moving in. He's not going to be able to get the smite steal, but he is going to be able to dash out, so we are happy with that.
Prepare for what's next.
And remember, if you hate ads, subscribe to the Beer League. Whether if you got Twitch Prime or if you have actual money that you want to subscribe with, go for it. Yeah, it's a great way to dodge the ads and watch all the Beer League action, because there are a lot of games every single week. I believe we have 11 games a week, which is probably way too many. But feel free to subscribe and help us out a bit. And Bromstein. He's going to help Kai'Sa die for the 3rd time this game. The 0-6 bot lane of your ranked games. This is what you dream of. So that means that Dragon number 3 is going the way of Cake. It's easy as pie. Now I understand what you were saying earlier, Nathan. Now I get it. Alright, Aatrox just trying to do whatever he can to damage this Mundo. Not much is going through though. Nectarish, thanks for joining. Welcome to the Beer League Light match of the week. We've got Cake against Imperial. Jarvan's going to use his ultimate. Not going to really go on anyone. And then he's going to have to flash his way out. A little bit surprising, but it is what it is. I looked away to look at chat. And JWM died, so I'm going to assume great shockwave by Orianna. And now Bromstein, or Tarkmaster, Kai, Bromstein's going to try to come in and save the day. It doesn't look like he has enough damage to, though. He's going to be forced to flash away, and Tarkmaster, the Riftbound Enjoyer, is just going to perish. So 9 to 8 on the kills. Kaisa picked up 2 there, which is really massive for her. She was hurt down pretty bad, but thanks to the caster curse, she now has 2 kills. Ooh, Flash coming in from the weak side special. Mundo's going to pop his ultimate. And he does have his jungler coming up in the wings. So he's kind of just holding this Aatrox hostage. He is trying to get this fight down. Wukong does have his ultimate. He is going to get the knock-up. Gets 1. Let's get it again. And somebody please kill this guy. JWM, you're taking a lot of turret shots right there. Alright guys, we don't need to do math here. This is League of Legends. Don't worry about CSing. Don't worry about the number of cashback value. Just know that if you have an Amazon Prime, you can use it on the Beer League. You can avoid all those nasty ads.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So, even though Mundo started out 0-3, he does get that turret up in the top lane. Slamrite, math was just created to keep the person that can't see us down. That's all I know. And that's why I play Kaisa, because she counts every single kill that she gets, so I don't have to do the math. So 20 minutes in, we've got about 3k gold difference. ADC walking in onto the enemy jungler. Enemy jungler feels free to walk right onto a trap. Caitlyn's going to flash forward to avoid the Braum ultimate. Nautilus does have a nice little Q. Aatrox is on their backside though, so we do have to be a little bit careful. Shockwave can be coming in. It's only going to hit the Caitlyn, but it's going to be enough damage to get her down with the help of Aatrox. And a whole lot more is going down. Kaisa is going to fall. Great job by Lynch Draco. Slicer going to try to flash and do something to try and get JWM, but it's not going to be enough. And Mundo and Parkmaster doing whatever they can to keep one another alive. And down the bot side, Bromstein's just getting turrets and getting more AP for himself. He's got 214 bonus already. And Baron is up. I wouldn't expect either team to really go for Baron just yet. But maybe one day soon they'll go for it. We do have Dragon spawning in a minute 20. Bromstein, don't mean to cast a curse him or anything, but he is the only player yet to die in this match. He's also the only player from Cake to submit a player profile picture. So, thank you for that. Also, it'd be really great if people like gave me actual pictures. No Flame, Imperial, Legion, but I'm trying to build community, trying to get to know who people are, what they enjoy. Like clearly Bromstein enjoys standing in front of traffic, hoping that he doesn't get ran over, or maybe hoping that he does. Zarsway gonna be caught out here. And Vanguard does a good bit of damage. Ace in the hole, not doing any damage into that guy. Nectarish, I don't know if I saw it from your captain yet. So, keep on bugging your captains. They'll show up in your Beer League match of the week. Shockwave gonna hit Bromstein, and Kite still gonna get that kill. 7-2-2 on this Caitlyn, just absolutely crushing this game. 2,000 gold lead, so not as high as before, but still has the most gold in the game. Zor might have sent yours, actually. Never mind. Never mind. Zor, I think, sent his teams. Potentially, maybe. I don't know. I tried to avoid his DMs. He sends a lot of nasty stuff. Alright, Dr. Mundo up in the top lane. Even on levels, but taking on now Brom and the Aatrox. Ignite is a dirty move. It's going to be dropped. Lynch Draco, he's going to go where he pleases. He's going to get out of that 1v2 easily. Nicely done. Braum with the wall off makes the very short range bot mid from Imperial Legion have a difficult time clearing that wave or trying to even make their own space. That's because Nautilus is a big boy. Oh boy, Bromstein is dropping nukes with his W. How much damage is that doing? 817. Yikers. Go ahead, Braum. Take that blue. Oh, he didn't want that blue buff. A little bit sad, but no one ended up receiving it. That's okay. Alright, Vygar trying to get some damage down. He does get the turret. He is forced to use his flash, though. His ultimate wasn't enough to kill the Kai'Sa, but the W is. So in the 3v1, he still is able to take one down, and unfortunately, Braum takes the kill from Bromstein. So, I mean, I guess that's pretty fitting. But you'd hope that the shutdown gold will go on to a Jarvan, potentially. This top lane, like, I swear neither top laner has left top lane. They ventured toward mid lane, but he still, like, never left that jungle area. Nautilus ultimate can go down onto that Jarvan. And Caitlyn's just gonna auto away. And she's gonna deal so much damage. Ace in the hole going down. Doesn't even matter. It's still actually back just in case he wants to use it again for funsies, but he's not even gonna need it. Caitlyn with the Hex Optics, is that what this is called? Hex Optics, yeah. Hex Optics. Just gonna auto people to death because it's fun. Imperial Legion was able to get their first turret of the game down the bot lane. So we are making some progress. This is their first time in the beer league. I think their team comp is pretty good. But like Samurai Jack has said in all of his 20 casts this week, if you're new to the beer league, the first game is usually a little bit difficult. And the team that they're taking on, I'm pretty sure they're using up the full cap, so that also makes the game a little bit more difficult. They do have two rookies on their team, but Lynch Draco, JW, and Bromstein have played a lot of games together, so they know exactly what one another wants to do. And that kind of teamwork is pretty nice. Whoa, whoa, Nectarish, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't need to league shame just because you're all the way up or all the way down in the Stout League. And that there's actually no way that you'd even be able to play in this league because you're just not good enough. But if you're going to be playing Caitlyn, like, why not build that item whenever you already have so much range? And look at how good this item is. It's a beast. I don't know. I've heard that it's potentially, like, it's pretty good first item. Wow. Slicer, where are we going? We're going right. Oh, we're using a shockwave there too? Okay. Then Draco, you're going wherever you pleases. 313 stacks of Heartsteel. I like that. 348. This reminded me of A-Ray Mayhem right now. The only time whenever I build Heartsteel. Delinium. I was going to say that. I just didn't know if TikTok was telling me the truth or not. And up in the top lane, Lynch Draco just doing his thing. Recalling. Hex Soul for this Hex Optic ADC. It's going to be pretty darn annoying. The slows are going to be really nice, especially for the Vygar cage. We are going to have a little bit more of a push on the bot lane. If Caitlyn is going for rapid fire cannon after this, I'm going to be really annoyed. Just like, We don't need all of the range in the world. I understand that it's really nice, but like, let the short range Kai'Sa be a little bit happy. Although Kai'Sa's going for Dusk and Dawn, I don't know if... I understand it's good and it has its place. But I don't know if that's going to help you get through the Mundo. Maybe it will. Lynch Draco, he's going to find 4 members of the Imperial Legion. And Kai'Sa's going to use the ultimate, get in there, shut him down. Nathan, not really sure what that flash was for. But, you know, use it if you got it. You can't save it for next game. Oh, ace in the hole going down, just for funsies. Didn't expect that. Teleport coming down from the Aatrox as well, so looks like Cake is not exactly where they want to be. Jarvan's going to ult just one person and trap them in there. And oh my goodness, this Leviathan is not living anymore. Kite is far too ahead with this build path that they've got going on. And down goes one. Caitlyn's looking for another. Can't unsee her range right now. We've got 750 range. Keeping it there. Very nice. And this should be game number 1. Going to the way of Cake. Nice and easy. And Cake, going to be taking game 1. Better jungler. Since we do have stats on the website, they are going to be preserving their KDA. Because you know what's more important than winning a game? Your KDA. So there we go. Let's get ready for game number 2. Sorry for all those that were not expecting to see my face, and for all those that have to see my face. If you want, you can just go to another monitor or look elsewhere. I know that it is terrifying, but I can't really help my face at all. So before we go into Drafter, let me swap up the team names. Who do we have? IMP. Gold over here. And red side. So, how's everybody's evening going? Hopefully it's a good time. Hopefully you're having fun. I do appreciate everyone being here and not being a piece of work and, you know, going out for the weekend, because who in the world would ever want to do that? So yeah, let's move on into game number 2. Evening. Your night's been solid. Well, that's good. Yeah, this is NA. This is the almighty North America region. Oh, Slamrat, I went outside today multiple times. And that's because we have this draft going on. Oh no, I forgot to do this. Do this, and then there we go. Where's my camera? Make this smaller. Da da da. Right in the middle. Perfect. All right, for IMP, same bands as last game for the most part. Then we're going to pick up Corki, Leona bot lane. That should be nice and fun. Jinx and Pyke. I'm excited for this. I don't even care what happens. Pyke is my favorite support. And I actually really like it into Leona. Malzahar Rise, that's such a boring mid lane. I'm not going to hope to watch that at all. And then second round, we're going to get Jace in the jungle. I'm really excited for this. With Nocturne Rumble on the other team. Nocturne has been pretty strong in the Light League this season from my series. And then we're going to get Lynch Draco playing his Riven. I don't know how this is going to go. It can't be all that bad, I hope. But let's get into game number 2. Because why the heck would we not just run this? Let's just run it. Oh no. Oh no. No one saw that. No one saw who won. So that's all that matters. Game 3 is going to be great. I blame Riot for bad client. To hit play. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Jinx shouldn't have a fun time, but I'm not playing Jinx, so I don't mind. Oh, man. Dang it. Alright, sorry, buddy. We're gonna have... Unfortunately, the same semi-hidden HUD in this game as last.
Minions have spawned.
And here we go. Bot lane. I'm really big fan of getting this ward down in this bush anytime that I play bot because like I just want to fight. So I don't really understand like why whenever we get that vision we aren't just pushing up in there. Decent but expected trades in the mid lane. Cake is currently up 1-0 in this series. We are. So from a champ perspective, oh, good pull. Phantom Undertow by Pike. Like if I'm going based off champions, I like Rumble, like just playing Rumble more than Riven. So a point over there. I like playing Jace more than Nocturne. Point over there. Rise over Malzahar because Malzahar, like, do we even play League of Legends if we're just playing Malzahar? But I like Jinx and Pike a lot more than Corki Leona, just playing as them, so I'm putting a little bit of my eggs into the Cake basket. But it should be a good time. I'm really intrigued to see what bot lane's going to be looking like. I mean, looks like Leviathan isn't the biggest fan of super ranged ADCs. Corki does have some range with his abilities, but like base range I don't think is that far. I do like Tarkmaster playing a fun champ. He does seem to enjoy more of the engage than enchanters. So that's why Beer League lights a little bit better than the Stout League. We have engage here. Just gonna say it. Both junglers clear into opposite sides. Each of them are gonna grab their own crab. And I'm wondering if Lynch Draco is asking for a gank already. And here comes JWM. Right whenever you want him. Flash is going to be forced out of West weak side special. So, good play by JWM. He knows that he can come right on back. And this is going to be a perfect time for Lynch Draco to get a nice little cheater. Not, you know, the earliest of cheater recalls, but should be pretty darn nice. One thing that's a little bit different from this game than last is there hasn't been much like warding yet in the enemy jungle. I think last time Better Jungler tried to get a nice little deep ward just to kind of keep tabs on JWM the whole time. But this hasn't been the case yet. The ward that was in bot lane has just expired. So we'll see if Kate can really get anything going there. Mid lane is just trading back and forth because we're really lame mid laners. Just Malzahar. Ryze is fine. He at least has to press E then Q, not just E, to clear a wave. Do have Lintraco up on the Riven. I can go up in the top lane if we'd like to see. Here we are. Let's. Oh boy, what did I do? Here we go. We're gonna get some fun on here. Spin around. I regret this whole decision. Okay, let's go back. My bad. My bad. Direct to camera. That's the way to go. Pictures are on the wrong side. I'm sorry. But we are going to have him engaged in the bot lane, so while I'm not going to fix the pictures right now, Zarsway is going to be going in onto Kite. Kite might be going down for the first time in a long time. Zarsway, though, he's going to get knocked back. Leviathan going to get the first blood. Rumble with the equalizer, going to throw it down on Lintraco. Lintraco does have flash. He also does have a JWM in his back pocket. JWM has flash. Rumble does not. He can knock him into a wall. And we are going to get a nice little trade back up in the top side. There we go. Nice to see. Alright. Whoopsie daisies. Time to swap those teams to the other side. Where is my Imperial team? We are getting another look at the Malzahar gameplay, where you don't have to do much. You just have to press R, then hope that the rest of your team shows up and helps you out a little bit. Sorry, I just dislike Malzahar. Hungry Hobbit. Thank you for the subscription. That also reminds me to remind all of you that if you hate ads, subscribe to the Beer League on Twitch. Use your Amazon Prime, just like Hungry Hobbit has. Or have someone like Zor, whenever he gives like 10 gifted subs, have him randomly choose you. Or you can choose other people because you're nice and you're part of the Beer League community. So thank you for that. I'm not a fan of ads. They're really annoying. And I even get annoyed. I think the first time I joined a Slamride Jack stream this season, because there were ads, so I quickly had to use my Prime subscription to avoid ads for the rest of the month. Best Jeff Bezos money that I've ever spent, that's for sure. Our Tark Master going for a nice little pull. Now Jace is doing a great job of just waiting until Corki commits to the bit. Nocturne's going to turn off the lights, but he's not ready for any kind of fight. Rumble's going to drop the equalizer down the top. Wait, what are we doing, better jungler? Like, I understand going in. I guess you're going to get the kill on JWM. Never mind. I didn't mean to doubt your game. But that's going to be another flash away. Jinx is close, but she's not going to be able to get the kill onto Zarsway. No way. No how. Dude, Light League, we go hard. Tark Master, death from below. Can he get out of here, or is he just going to donate the kill over to the Nocturne, which he will. It's just Light League things, you know. Malzahar does have his ultimate available. Wouldn't be surprised if he just pops it to pop it. 4-3 in the kills. We're off to a good start. I'm glad that we've got 7 kills in 9 minutes. It makes the game a lot more exciting. The top lane has been a little bit riveting. I couldn't really make that into a good pun. I could have probably tried to use the riveting, but that's no, not me. Anywho, JWM, he heard Nathan's cries for a gank in the top lane once again. He's going to go back up top. Why are we flashing weak side special? You're going to be fine. No need to flash that. And Dragon gonna be secured. Great fear coming down by the better jungler. Tarkmaster gonna be burning, and he will fall to Leviathan. Malzahar going with the big outplay button onto the Corki. He doesn't have it available for the Rise, but JWM has already used a lot of his abilities. He's still gonna get the flash away, so great job by Cake right there. Just doing what they have to do.
Rising your old Phoenix fire.
Oh yeah, this is not live. This was played a while ago. The equalizer going to be dropped by Rumble. Riven does have her ultimate. I'm not sure what it's called, so that's why I'm not saying it. But Lintraco going to force to use his flash. Darkmaster just clean up some vision, try and get the highest vision score in this game. Some big proxy stuff. And Kite trying to take the 1v1. He does luckily have a partner to secure him some bonus gold, but he is going to fall and keep on giving this Corki his third kill of the game. JWM heard the cries of Nathan. Unfortunately, he did miss due to minions. But Lintraco going to get the kill up in the top lane. Says GG easy. Sitting at 2-0 on this Riven. Big difference from his Mundo to Riven. Either way, he's doing whatever he darn well pleases. Finally has the green light to play Riven too. None of his previous captains allowed him to do it. That might be a lie, but I don't know. Pyke fishing for something. Your captains are cowards. You've never defied their orders and just locked it in the lobby champ select either. Because that would be pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Malzahar has got so much outplay potential. We are going to have a nice little fight in this Dragon Pit. Rumwort coming in from the Rise is going to put him right onto Jace's face, but the outplay button coming in from Malzahar is just way too strong. Nocturne's going to go down. Rise is going to pick up the kill onto Malzahar. Corki will. My bad. And Jace is going to have to run his Piltoveran butt out of that river. And Lintraco trying to get some more damage down onto this Rumble. Both champions do have their ultimates available, and that's a lot of damage coming in from Slicer. The Rise has a lot of damage going out right now. Can we get a turret plate? There we can. And this game is much different in the bot lane this time. The Caitlyn for Kite was massive last game, but this Jinx hasn't really done much to make a mark. It's been a lot more on the Pyke, just doing whatever he pleases. He does have the I forget this item. Umbral Glaive completed. It's super broken right now. That's all. Can't wait to play Assassins next week against the Piss Boys. But we'll see how that goes. Anywho, Malzahar in the mid lane. Just doing what every Malzahar does. Just push, push, push. You kind of learned that from Lintraco's Mundo. Except this Malzahar isn't dying nearly as much. JWM gonna miss the EQ, but Better Nocturne's gonna turn out the lights onto this Malzahar. He's gonna get the Rise to go back in. Unfortunately, Jace is gonna knock him down like he's Victor in Arcane, or not Victor. Who's that other guy in Arcane? Guy that no one liked except for he was Mel's puppet, I guess. Not Mel's, Ambassadors. Alright. Weak side special, we need to work a little bit on these Rumble ults. But I get it. Also, why is your jungle not going top yet? I feel like there's opportunities to go top lane. All right, Jinx. So Kite is a really big fan of this Hex Optics item. And Lintraco, he's got the Ignite, he's got the Riven ult, and he's got a dead Rumble in his lap. He's not going to go for that turret plating. He's not going to go for the turret. He is going to reset, so... Slightly different. Oh, never mind. He's not going to reset. I lied. Thanks a lot, Nathan. Making me able to look like a liar. Last Hits play those champs just for funsies. Bromstein plays Mousehar because he's not fun. We are going to have a massive team fight in the bot side. Phantom Undertow going to go down, but not going to hit everybody. Bromstein's going to fall by the Rumble. Rumble does not have his equalizer available just yet. Tarkmaster is close to me going down. He does fall. Kite is also going to go down as well. Oh my goodness, a 3 for nothing. Is that 4? That's 4 for 0. 4 for 1. The turret's too strong. But that is going to be a dragon for the Imperial Legion as well. Human Bane Assassins are allowed next week. Just don't ban any of them out, like a Kali. You guys can leave a Kali there. I lost on her this past week. So, 0-1 the beer league with her. Might as well leave it up. Corky sitting at 5-3. This Nocturne at 4-1. Doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Get in there, get some kills, get his butt out. And now we've got Lintraco taking on the Rise. And Bromstein going to get the first tower of the game with the good old Malzahar. Better Jungler is going to be focusing on this Rift Herald. He does have his support coming up. Revan's in the area as well. Equalizer, great Equalizer coming down from the Rumble. Mousehar does have his ultimate available. He is going to be using it. It is going to get a kill. He's going to be falling though as well. Better Jungler. I did not think he was going to take that ultimate. He's going to get taken down pretty darn low. JWM going to finish him off as well. Slice's trying to do his best. Leona's in the area as well to lock down this Riven, but I don't think there's enough crowd control in the world to stop Nathan's Riven, and Slice's going to be taking on the 2v1 from the top side of Cake. Is it Cake? I don't know. I know. So Nunya, I was expecting to use an app. So that app would go above. That's all. So blame the app not working. I'll have it ready for next week's match of the week. I just have to uninstall and then reinstall it. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I don't know why you didn't go Axiom Mark first. Or Hubris. You know? Alright, so the Rift Herald ended up not following last fight, so let's do this again. One more time. No Rise in the area though. Doesn't have Teleport. Does have Realm Warp though. So we'll see if he pushes in this next bot wave and then starts his trek up. Better Jungler is getting poked out pretty hard from this Jace, and might just have to give that up. JWM going to secure the Rift Herald. Meanwhile, Rise just pushing, getting more gold on the bot side. Didn't go for marks or anything like that. He did go for the plated steel caps, and he is going to get caught out. He is going to see this Pyke. Pyke's going to not be able to get the cube, but he's going to get the Phantom Undertow. And Nocturne going right on that Pike. And we'll see if Nocturne has any follow-up. He doesn't. Lynch Draco doesn't want to push it either. Super Mega Death Rocket going in. It's going to split the top and jungle from Imperial Mandate. This is your 20-minute and 13-second reminder that if you hate ads, subscribe to the Beer League. Alright, Jinx gonna use her flash to get out of the ultimate from Leona. Probably a wise decision. One that I wouldn't have made. I'd have taken it on the chin. Dragon spawning in 24 seconds. Cake kinda needs us to stop the dragon stacking. And it looks like Leona's going to be recalling, so she's not going to get back in time. Malzahar not knocking off any spell shields just yet. JWM popping the Rift Herald. Just get some turret pressure. Cake is going to be starting up the dragon as well. And, oh. Lynch Draco just jumping over. He's trying to pick a fight anywhere that he can. Zarsway gonna get pulled, gonna get knocked up and CC'd. Everyone from Imperial is going on to Lynch Draco. Lynch Draco's gonna fall for the first time this game. Pike's gonna get the kill onto Zarsway. Malzahar is gonna get the one onto Corki, and it looks like Cake is making this one so easy in this fight. Tarkmaster's gonna go fallen. So will the weak side special. Better jungler is gonna get taken down by the Super Mega Death Rocket, and Jinx gonna get a double kill there. They're gonna be pushing for the mid lane inhibitor turret. What level is this? This is approximately anywhere between gold to low emerald. This is the light league that we have, and then in the stout league it's anywhere between approximately gold and masters. So slight salary cap, and that teams have to play around based off players' ratings. Yeah, thanks for joining. Feel free to check out the Discord or the Beer League website that we have, beer-league.games. What? No, the Stout League, there are some master players in there. There is a handful. Not many, but there's a few. And then there's also a few platinum players as well. Yes, this is based in NA. All across from, where are we? From like New Hampshire down to Texas, over to Alaska. Got people all over. You know, Lynch Draco, if you get the kills, then you don't really need a Hex Drinker. Like, if you just kill him right away, MR is useless. That's just my thought on things. All right, 6,000 gold lead for Cake. Let's see. All of the gold. Ooh, JWM with 13,000 gold, most in the game. You'd love to see it as jungler. And here is where his gold's going into full effect. Never mind, he can't kill the one-eyed Leona because Leona's broken. Baron is up and available though. Look for Cake to get mid pressure and either move this into a Baron or move this into a Fnatic Bush. Okay. Nice. Well, let's see. We do have few people that have played from over there. Things a little bit tricky. Realm work going down. Rise isn't going to take it. Equalizer's not going to hit anybody on Cake. But Bromstein, he's going to get exploded by the Corki. Lintraco's going to go in and clean up this Rumble. Jace is going to clean up the Nocturne. And Cake is falling over as the Imperial Legion is just the Legion of Death right now. They're not going anywhere. Jinx is getting pretty darn excited. Rise is going to go down. Corki's up top all by himself. I don't think he's going to be able to save the day here. And it looks like Cake takes this one 2-0 in the series, and that is going to be it. Corki doesn't care about his KD. He's trying to do whatever he can to clear this wave, save his team. And that is going to be it, folks. Cake takes the series 2-0. And I will do my best to make sure that the next time that I stream that I have the app updated so that we are good to go. Coming up next in the Beer League, we do have some matches tomorrow night at 8 Central for the match of the week. I believe it's, oh no, I forget. Samurai Jack knows who's playing tomorrow night. Let me check my DMs from him. DS against TDX, so Tadix against Driftless Skill Shots or something like that. So tune in then. Everyone, thanks for spending part of your Saturday night with me. Where am I getting these images from? They were sent to me from team captains. Cake did not send me images, so not cool. So I had to find some of theirs. But yeah, so we're going to be going like that. What, we can submit images? Yes. So in the captain's chat, I sent a message to every captain at the very start of the season to please have your team send me like headshots. Only like I think 3 teams did so. So yeah, reach out to your captain, yell at them, because during the matches of the week, I'm gonna try and have these available so that the stream looks really nice. And I'm also going to update my app so that the item inventory is not behind, but actually on top of. So yeah, there we go. Sinsen, thanks for joining us. Good luck in the EU League. And everyone else, thank you for joining. The Lineum, enjoy your evening as well, or early morning, whatever it is. Everyone else on the stateside, enjoy the rest of your night. It's pretty early. Do something fun. Go touch some grass outside, maybe. I don't know. That's all for me. Tune in tomorrow night, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, for some Stout League action. Good night.